Everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. So Jimmy Butler is making his glorious return back to Miami, this time as a Golden State Warrior on Tuesday. All right, as you can see, it should be a good game on TNT if everybody suits up. Hopefully, Golden State needs these games, and of course Miami is going to have to suit their players up. We'll get to Miami in a bit. But Jimmy Butler said this. We were all right. We didn't win nothing like we were supposed to. So I don't know. We made some cool runs. We had some fun. I think that's all we did. And that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, the all-time run they had back-to-back great all-time runs going back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals, and one of them being a Finals appearance. So in 2022, going 7 games against the Boston Celtics, and then in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then in 2023, being a playing team from AC, then going all the way up and winning the Eastern Conference and getting to the NBA Finals. And I give Jimmy Butler. We know basketball's a team game, but Jimmy Butler was a catalyst for a lot of those things. He kind of sputtered out towards the tail end of that Boston Celtics series, and then in the NBA Finals. I don't want to blame. I don't want to blame. He was tired. More so, just Denver really made an emphasis on him defensively, and he really struggled in that series in the NBA Finals. But nonetheless, though, those teams, those Miami Heat teams wouldn't have gotten as far without question. Jimmy Butler, absolutely. That was peak. That was like vintage prime peak Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? Because he recaptured in Golden State, we shall see. But at that time, it was like Jimmy Butler was firing on all cylinders, and made the Heat organization look good, made Erik Spoelstra look good. Okay, and he got upset now because he didn't get his money, and I just thought Jimmy Butler didn't handle it well. I thought he was just being petty and crying instead of just like, yo, you have an option for another $50 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just be professional. But who am I? Never played ball, professional basketball, or made millions of dollars. So who knows what's going on behind the scenes? And as you can see, like, yeah, Pat Riley, and we all knew this even at the time. We knew Pat Riley was a pain in the ass to work with. He's very, very stingy with paying players. Wants players to earn everything. Wants to squeeze every penny out of their player before and do more before getting paid. And it's a blue collar mentality out there in Miami, or Heat culture. That's part of it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Jimmy Butler just got burnt out over there. It's like they're not doing much to add pieces to win. Okay, the two guys you hear, Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, you think those guys would have taken bigger leaps in leading the franchise, and they haven't. And especially you saw since Jimmy Butler left, the team is bad. Yeah, they won today against Charlotte. Okay, but that's after a 10-game losing streak. That was like the highest 10-game losing streak in Erik Spoelstra's career. Now, I've said on many occasions that Erik Spoelstra is the best coach in basketball. And, am I willing to give Erik Spoelstra a pass this season? Kind of, but no. But I will. But, the reason why I'm hesitant to give him a pass is because it's like, no excuses. Okay, if Jimmy Butler was this big problem, then, okay, he's gone. Now you have full control of your team. You're investing your time in the Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo to be the face, and you got Wiggins. Wiggins been going off, honestly, yo. Wiggins has been going off, by the way. So that I don't know how long this version of Wiggins we're gonna see. But the past few games here and there, boy's been going off, man. I gotta give Wiggins some props, because I was after that trade, I was wondering, Wiggins, where are you? Wiggins, where you been? You know what I'm saying? Wiggins drops 42. Okay, look at his game logs from let's look at his next previous game logs, man. He has 42, 30. Okay, and then he'll drop you an 8-point. You know what I'm saying? But he's giving you around. Dog, Wiggins will be balling like this. Then that's an easy trade. And it's like, yo, but that hasn't been the case. It hasn't been the case. And even, that loss against the Houston Rockets, that was a very bad loss. When you get output from Wiggins, and I think that game Hero gave you 8 points or whatever. Like just the Miami Heat, like, what is Miami Heat culture at this point? You know what I'm saying? Have we been duped by what the culture is? You know what I'm saying? Was a Miami Heat culture Jimmy Butler, right? Having a star player and a bunch of hardworking role guys, you know what I'm saying? To buy in. I really haven't seen Erik Spoelstra's imprint this season. Okay, even when Jimmy Butler was being suspended, you can only use that as an excuse for so much. And I'm starting to question Erik Spoelstra as a head coach. That's why I have hesitancy right? I mean, you had guys on TV the other day making excuses for him, saying like, even Stephen A was like, well, should Erik Spoelstra move up to be president? Well, I mean, maybe, I don't know, but I mean, as far as X and O standpoint, or from a coaching standpoint, I haven't. It's been a bad season, and they're still in the play, and they're sitting 10th. You know, they're very fortunate to still have a chance to be in the play-in, despite playing horrible, being one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference. Yes, but this coach, okay, I mean the roster's not horrible, but that's Miami's fault too. Is that they're not good at acquiring talent, the top level talent they need. Or at least they're the so-called guys that should be top-level talents like Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, who I think is a really good big. Tyler Hero's a really good guard. And they just don't, for some reason, they haven't captured the Miami Heat and made it their team at all, even after Butler left. The offense is very stale. They're in the bottom half of the league in defensive and offensive ratings. Like, just absolutely horrible. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Jimmy Butler won out. Jimmy Butler won this thing. Right, and you look at the Miami Heat and Pat Riley. I mean, it's kind of like, is it? You hear the rumblings. Does he connect with the younger players? Does he connect with this generation of ball players? I get your hard nose. You come from a different era of basketball, but business is done differently. And I'm really talking like this because like I have a lot of respect for Erik Spoelstra, but damn, it's bad. I mean, it's like I got nothing to hang my hat on this season for him. As good as he is as a coach. I don't care how good you are as a coach. You still need some talent. Okay, you still need a star player. And it seemed like that's what he needs. And maybe I need to fall back on such the praise of he can do a lot with less, because Jimmy Butler is not less. You know what I'm saying? He did what I meant when I said that time is like, you got Jimmy Butler, one star player, and you have a lot of other guys who aren't considered star players. And he was able to elevate their play. Jimmy Butler was able to do that. Yes. I don't know if Erik Spoelstra is a guy that can elevate people's play. I don't know if he can elevate players' play. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen a lot of development recently from him as a coach. And it is just like, and if you look at it, I mean, he got lucky with that run, especially the finals run. I mean, the team was finishing, it was low that year. You know what I'm saying? When are you, if you're that elite of a coach, when are you going to actually finish in the top 4, top 5 in the Eastern Conference standings? You know what I'm saying? As much as I love Erik Spoelstra as a coach, I gotta judge him on this, man. Fair or not, seems like Jimmy Butler has won out on this deal, man. Thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.